Okay, 266 Kid here, and today I'm going to tell you guys how I got kind of like hardcore bullied in middle school. So I didn't think I was getting bullied at the time, but I apparently was. So let me set the scene for you. So I'm middle school. I was homeschooled for a good portion of my life, so I didn't really just understand people, and I thought everybody, I wasn't necessarily the weird kid, but I definitely wasn't the most ordinary. So I get why people bully me, but I'm not talking about the whole, just bullying because I didn't know certain words or I didn't understand certain social things. That was understandable. The thing that I got bullied for was by the fact that I was so androgynous. And for anyone who doesn't know what that word means, androgynous means basically when you don't look male or female. I had short hair. I didn't really have that muscular body or that slim of a body. I was just really in between. And so it was, a lot of people were always like, oh my god, are you a girl or are you a boy? And at first I thought people were genuinely curious, and so I'd answer them. But then it started to get really annoying when the entire basketball team decided that they were going to make it their mission to know if I was or wasn't. And whenever I tell them, they would always be like, oh my god, no you're not. And I would be like, what do you want me to say? You're asking me a question, and I'm giving you an answer, and then you're not agreeing with that answer. Why ask in the first place? But, that can be just considered just child curiosity. But the thing that was really considered bullying in my eyes was so how our school classes worked was we had on our 7th period class, everybody who had first bus would leave to go to their bus, and then, everybody else who had second bus would stay in the classrooms. And, if your teachers were chill, they would let you leave and you can go to other people's classrooms. And so what these kids who were all on the basketball team, yes, they were all on the basketball team, jocks, basically, they would come to my class and they would ask me, questions like that, are you a boy or a girl? What's in your pants? Is that really your true name? All that kind of weird stuff. And I didn't really understand what's going on. And it was so annoying because they do it to me every single day. No matter what I told them, they wouldn't leave me alone. So I just started not giving them the right answer. I was just whenever they asked, are you a boy or a girl? I'm like, I don't know, am I? And they said, yeah, but what's in your pants? And I'm like, glitter. Or I would say oh, I'm smooth like a Barbie doll down there, just to mess with them, just because I was just genuinely frustrated with it, and I was I didn't know what to do. So, that's going on, it's fine, I can handle it. But then they decided that wasn't enough for them, and it was in gym class, and these jock / cheerleader kind of friend group came up to me, and they were started talking to me as I was there just reading my comic book, minding my own business like one should be, not doing, me not doing gym class. And so they came up to me, and they were talking about this book that I was reading, which clearly they had never read the book, and they were trying to talk to me, and I was really weirded out by the whole situation, and it was so weird. And what they'd do is they'd pick me for their teams, and I hated it because then they'd be like, oh, you come and play, and I was like, I don't want to play sports with you. And but anyways, I ended up playing, and they'd always just yell at me the entire time when I was doing it, and it just it was a very unpleasant experience. Now, the thing that really set me off and was when I started to actually realize maybe this is not normal, and that's where also I got so frustrated to a point where I lost it. So I think it's called an undercut. I don't know, it's where you only have hair on top of your head. So I always had it in a ponytail. And one day one of the kids kind of came and sat by me they were all sitting behind me talking about me, and I was just not really paying attention because I didn't care, and I was frustrated with them. And then one of the kids grabbed my ponytail, who was sitting behind me, and yanked me, and I was pissed. I was so pissed. I like stood up and I yelled at him. I like stood up, turned around, and looked this guy dead in the eyes, and I was like, if you ever touch me again, I swear to God, I'm gonna beat your face in. And then I walked over to the other side of the thing. And of course I had talked to my coach about this before, and so he got mad at them because, you know, he believed me. And, you know, fast forward a little bit, nothing's really happening, you know, it's all fine and dandy, whatever. And then eventually, you know, we're playing sports again, which I hated, but whatever, it's sports team, it's like gym or whatever. And I think we were playing like soccer or something, and one of the kids threw the ball directly at my face. Like, I was the goalie, and they kicked it directly at my face, and I was so pissed off. Like, I hate it when things touch my nose, in general, and a ball hit my face. I was so pissed. It was hilarious, almost. And, you know, so I, like, yell at this kid for hitting me in the face, and, you know, the coach is asking me, like, am I okay? He sends the kid to the principal's office. And that's kind of the last little bit of thing that I thought was going to happen. But no, there's more. So I'm hanging out. You know, there's this kid. His name's Kevin. You know, that should have been where I should have been like, you know what, maybe I should stop. But there was this kid, Kevin, that I was talking to. He was in my band class. Now, I kind of liked Kevin, okay? Not going to lie. He was tall, he had blonde hair, and he was kind of cute. And I kind of liked him. We were both playing bass, and I kind of thought that maybe he liked me too. You know, we hung out a bunch. You know, we had this kind of like friend rivalry thing going on because we both tried to get onto the jazz band because we both knew how to do bass, and they needed a bass player. I'm gonna die. But anyways, so we were both kind of competing for this. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm dead now. I guess we'll just go around. But we were both competing for this bass thing, and I thought it was super cute. Anyways, fast forward a little bit, you know, I'm like fangirling over him, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute. You know, that stupid teenager stuff. You know, I'm like writing about him in his diary. In my diary, I mean. And then, fast forward like about 2 weeks or something. And he starts like, I don't know, something just kind of happened. It was really weird. But we used to hang out like every day, and then all of a sudden he just kind of started making fun of me for no reason. And I was like, okay, that's weird, but whatever. You know, at first I thought it was like him just trying to be playful or whatever, and then it turned into him like hardcore making fun of me and like laughing at me and stuff while like hanging out with other girls while he knew that I kind of liked him. And it kind of hurt my feelings. And that's why you never date people who have any sort of sport background ever. But yeah, that is basically my experience with getting bullied. And not the best experience at all. Not gonna lie, kind of hated it. But yeah, that's how I got bullied for being androgynous in high school. So leave me down in the comments what kind of stuff you got bullied for when you were in high school or middle school.